part 2, we are talking about the tools that God said Satan has and the weapons that we have. I just remember my dream in the cathedral, in the square in Christchurch, how the man, he got out of his stagecoach and he had tools with him. Not weapons, tools. Tools to work the land. Is there something in that? I'm hoping that the Lord tells me more about these tools. I feel that they're definitely inferior, which is good news. Of course they're inferior. So is it science? Disease and disorders I've mentioned, both are disguised as science. Is it science? Was not all things created by God's Elohim through the glory of angel carriers? I'm pretty sure I was picturing the glory with all the little lights that Jonathan was showing us. The Lord God being the source. And that's what I've written here. Refer my vision of the glory consisting of many lights, many individual lights with a life of their own. Now, Lord, your power, your glory. I'm slightly confused because, I spent 25 years having a certain revelation about the glory I saw on the day of my salvation, and now the Lord has changed it, and it all came from the knowledge of Elohim, and that the angels carry angel energy, which is the glory. Each one of us carries the glory. That's the energy that Satan needs us for. That's what he's feeding off us. And that's what I saw. I saw many, many lights inside of the ball that I saw, like the picture that Jonathan showed you of the fibre optic lights, where they're together was one torch light, and then when you open it up they're all individual. It's like that what I saw, except it was so deep I couldn't see the back of it. I couldn't see through it. There were so many angels. And the other thing that confirms it is that my childhood home was, we had a lot of those lights, and even my mother had those lights right up until she died, those fibre optic lights. I played with one of those lights. It was a big silver globe, and it was like a fountain, and it turned, and as a child it was just something that was always around me. And I know there's no accidents and mistakes, and if for some reason I'm not communicating what the Lord is showing me, it's because I haven't been shown yet, and I'm in the process. Okay, so I'm not apologizing for it. You're getting me where I'm at, because I feel time is short, and some of these things I just need to get out there. So now, Lord, your power and your glory, how is it different? Now I understand his, the father of lies, glory, the angel energy, which I just explained, alchemy, and law, L-O-R. Now, I hope you remember that I looked up law, and it's a chromosome 1 in your DNA chain, and there are 23. Each chromosome has X and Y, male and female. So what about you, Lord? What is our inheritance? What do you give that breaks the curse? The curse of sickness and disease and death that's in the law, that was created by alchemy. You got that? The sickness of disease and death, the dominions in the sky and earth. What is it? Tell me now, I want to know. I yell it, and he's with me, and he says, not yet. Sorry guys, I tried. So that's what he didn't tell me. I thought it was the tip-top containers he wasn't going to tell me about. He wasn't going to tell me about his glory. Because I know about their glory. I don't know if this is out of order. It seems strange, but here I've written on the 7th of the 6th, 2019, that I've googled LOR coffee, law coffee. I am going to Google Gilmar tea, and I can tell you now that I've googled it. It's very strange Google. One, it's not a word. It's a compiled word from a Sri Lankan man who had 2 sons. One of the sons was called Dylan, and the other son was Mohan or something. And he put the 2 names together and formed the one. Therefore, there is no definition whether that means something in itself, because Satan drinks tea. Yeah, it does. It's a made-up name. It's a made-up name. It's a compilation. It's a compilation. It's a conglomerate of 2 brothers. It's a conglomerate of 2 brothers. It's like a picture of the yoke of the angels yoked in the one shell, in the one in our flesh, the 2 yoked angels mixed. It's a mix. So that's good. Dilmar tea and LOR coffee, which is the DNA. Now the ad for LOR coffee, law, is just such a spooky ad. You should look at it. And it's all about gold, and that's what got my attention. So God says he drinks coffee, Satan drinks tea. He showed me himself holding 2 cups. Let's see where this leads. Well, I pretty much told you. I'll give you this. The diseased chromosome A1 was Satan's man. My man was good. No disease, no curse. That's Adam. He cursed with his blessing. In Genesis, he says, and they were good. That's his blessing, but it was a curse. I blessed mine with my blessing. This curse is running along your awning. This is the bloodline. All good? Oh, and Eve did fuck Satan. God said that. Stupid girl. Just like the rest of the angels, you don't point a finger. Be holy as I am holy. You are accountable to you. And you only. Besides the words I give you and works I give you. That too. But don't think it's your work. It's the work of my Spirit. You will continue to fall short if you believe in the work of man. I've left you this long, so all will be convinced of this. And when the suddenly comes, you know it's not you. Humility will reign. None can fault my people. And now look at the words changing again. They're running down the side. No sin in them. No failings. Talking about chosen. No crime. Innocent. Innocence without victims. Without costs. Without loss of life. Because I live. You saw the word live faded out, Lisa. I'll show you a picture. I've drawn it once. I'll draw it again. Well, I have drawn it again. So it was like, I can't really see in that light. Can you see that word live? Wow, what's going on? Live. Because I live. See how it's faded out? That's how I saw it in a vision. You saw the word live faded out, Lisa. L-I-V-E. Now, I forgot I said this. Now I fill it in. Like all the details on the lines in your black car. You look at my earlier words, he showed me the black car from Men in Black. It was a car crash. That was the name of the word, a car crash. All your dreams come to fruition. You finally see what I meant by it is done. You don't have to stay for the end of the movie. He's talking about the apocalypse. You know how it ends, and you have no regrets. You miss nothing. There's something better for you all. And it's true, Lisa. It will be so good for you here. You're almost not wanting to go back with me. It's so good you don't want to go back. You don't want to go back home to heaven because things are getting so good on earth. Now you don't want to go because of the harvest. And then you won't want to go because of the harvest. Oh, I see what he's saying. That's right. He said, now, which is right now, I've already said I don't want to go because of the harvest. I mean, just saw a word on YouTube saying that the rapture was about to happen. And I'm listening to it going, oh, Lord, is this true? Did he really hear this? And then at the end, he said, Elohim, your father. And I went, oh. When I hear the word Elohim now, I straight away think of Satan. He must have said, Satan, your father. That's how convinced I am of the Elohim. Now, you don't want to go because of the harvest. No, I don't. I've said that. That's not good. It's not the heart of Jesus to leave without doing what he's called to do. But then, when you're in this harvest, what he's talking about, then you won't want to go because of the harvest, because I've enjoyed it so much. You will enjoy it that much. Once, because you yearn for it, and second, because you've experienced it. Ooh, watch it. Royal. Oh, that's right, yeah. That was yesterday I wrote that. Yeah. Oh, watch it. Royal baby, taking people's minds off things. Brexit. That's what it was, taking people's minds off Brexit. And Trump in America was taking everyone's mind off Trump. They were talking about a baby for a day. Right, I'll call that quits. That's the end of that word. Now I have another. Of course I have another.